My dear students, I am Mr. Bashar. Have appeared before you to take the class online. You know that we are passing a pandemic situation, and that's why we don't get the chance to take the class face to face. And so we are compelled to take the class, carry on our classes on online. And my belief is that you should be serious to your studies, and you should be attentive, and you should allot your time just to carry on your studies, and you have to read all the subjects, not only English also. And that's why you should make a routine how to carry on your studies, and you should try your best to remain keep hale and hearty, because you know that just I think the next December and January we have to face the winter, and I think the next 2 months we have to try our best to keep fit physically and mentally, and we also try to carry on your studies, and you should be attentive to all the classes taken by the teachers of our institutions. You know that the authority of our institutions are very much sincere to carry on their studies, to carry on their duties, and just to take care of the teachers as well as the students. And that's why just today I would like to talk to you about the scientific invention, and this is the last lesson. And the title of the lesson is, that is scientific breakthrough we are waiting for two. You know that we are fortunate enough for the last 100 years we have got the chance to be introduced with many of the scientific inventions. And you know, in the first lesson you came to know about the artificial heart, then you came to electricity, then just you came to know about some of the, I think, green energy. And still today the scientists all over the world are trying their best to achieve something that is quite, I think, beyond imagination. And so just you know that now the scientists of the world are trying to make a journey to the Mars. Putting men on Mars, an idea in scientific fiction for quite a while. However, when man first walked on the moon, walking on the Mars suddenly seemed feasible. You know that in 1969, three astronauts, American astronauts, were successful in keeping their feet on the moon. And after that, now the scientists all over the world are thinking just how to conquer the Mars. And so they are taking preparation to make a journey for the Mars. A manned mission to Mars would be a huge milestone in space exploration. If it is successful, I think that would be a huge achievement for human being. It would allow a more in-depth study of the red planet, and many have argued that building a permanent base on Mars is much more practical than building on the moon. And you know that there are some similarities between the Earth and the Mars, but there is also some differences. You know that our sky is blue, the sky of the Mars is red, and not only this, their soil is also ironic. And so I think the scientists are trying to get the existence of water. If they get the existence of water, I think they believe that we will be able to settle ourselves there. And that's why some of the scientists would like to give the opinion that there is the possibility to settle human being in Mars, and that would be easier than settling ourselves in the moon base. A mission to Mars would be similar to the moon landings, but much more difficult. Now, I think here the scientists would like to say the mission, there is similarity between that, but I think that is very risky just to settle ourselves in the Mars. A mission to the Earth. The trip is about 100 times longer, and there are new problems such as meridian weather which must be considered. But the journey should be 100 times longer, and there the scientists may face some of the problem, especially about the climate. NASA currently has plans to have a man on Mars sometime in 2030s. NASA is thinking to settle man there, to send man there 2030s, while Asia plans to do so also around the same time. Russia has plans to launch a man-Mars mission by 2020, but I think still today they have not been successful. Nanomedicine. Nanotechnology has the potential to revolutionize several fields, but its greatest contribution may vary well in medicine. Now the modern scientists are thinking, especially in the field of medicine, they would like to invent nanomedicine. The application of nanotechnology in medicine are literally endless. The application, I think there is innumerable applications. Molecules could be built to stick to and destroy cancer cells and only cancer cells. If nanomedicine is successful, I think it will affect in our body to the affected area, and especially nanomedicine has a benefit that it has no side effects. Advanced drug delivery techniques could be used to deliver drugs to specific parts of the body and has no side effects, and it will work through our affected part of the body directly. Microscopic robots could be used to perform ultra delicate surgeries to repair damages tissues or to hunt down and destroy certain cells. And I think now most of the physicians are trying to operate a microscope process, and just they used to perform the ultra delicate surgeries to repair the damaged tissues or hunt down the destroy certain cells like cancer cells or bacteria. Nanomedicine is currently in its infancy, but it may prove to the biggest breakthrough in modern medicine since the first vaccine. Still today, I think the scientists of medicine have not been successful. They are in the infancy, but if they become successful, I think that will be history. And then journey to the center of the earth. In 19th century, it was generally thought that man would reach the center of the earth long before he reached the moon. I think that was the thinking of the ancient people, that they would be able to reach the, I think, center of the earth before reaching the moon. This shows just how unpredictable technology can be, and that should be unpredictable. A journey to the center of the earth is actually much more difficult than it sounds. Here, the speaker would like to say it's very easier to say, but actually that should be very difficult for everyone just to fulfill their mission. The pressure at the center of the earth is enormous because, quite literally, the interweights of the world is on top of you. Here, the scientists would like to say that I think on the center of the earth bears the weight the whole universe or the whole world, and there is no non-substance, not even carbon nanotubes, that can maintain its shape at such a great pressure. But I think there is no clarification or clear conception what should be the shape that is the center of the earth. And so while the Earth's deep interior may offer vast amounts of energy, it may quite a while before we can tap into it directly. And it may supply us different kinds of energies, but it may be quite a while before we can tap into it directly. So just in this lesson, the scientific breakthrough waiting for us. Here you have got the chance to know about the missions of the people, how to conquer the Mars. Then you know that the physicians, especially the scientists who work about medicine, are thinking to invent nanomedicine that should be applicable to a patient, and it will work directly to the infected area of the body, and there is a good news that it has no side effects. And at last, I think the astronauts, especially the people, those who made journey in space, they are thinking just to make a journey to the Earth. But it's very difficult and troublesome for everyone just to give the clear conception what should be the shape of the center of the Earth, and that should be very troublesome or more difficult for us to reach there. But I think the scientists are hopeful that one day they would be successful in their mission. And so I think in the unit 2, just you have the opportunity to know about some of the inventions of the modern age. And then I think I would like to talk about another unit or lesson in my next class. So thank you all. See you again.